Is it possible that oil prices have actually hit a top? I sure didn't think so, but two experts that I listen to all the time gave very compelling technical and fundamental cases that is in fact the case. First expert's name is Lance Roberts, saying this on a great YouTube channel I watch all the time called Wealthion. Highly recommend it. Second one, his name is Gareth Soloway, another expert that I highly recommend you check out if you are interested in any of this stuff. So let's hear what they have to say.
Energy insiders right now are selling stock at the fastest pace on record. Now, these are the people inside of energy companies. According to Sentiment Trader, every time energy insiders are selling stock at this pace, that has been a peak in the energy stocks, right? And so that's been a peak generally in oil prices.
Well, I know this is very counterintuitive, right? The average investor out there is probably, listening to this and saying, okay, I'm hearing all about, inflation and natural gas is going ridiculously higher. Oil is still staying up, above $100 a barrel. So it must be a bullish case to buy energy and buy commodities overall. But what the crazy thing about this is, and this could be a signal that we're coming to a pivot top in all of these commodities and getting ready for a fall, is that this Bloomberg Commodity Index, DJP, is absolutely showing me the same sort of distribution, which is this was the epic panic run up. Then it had a sell-off, and then look at how it's struggling to get back to that same high up here. And so for me, when I see this, I see distribution, which again, distribution is where smart money or money that's in the know, usually hedge funds, institutions, they're saying, okay, we know we have a lot of smaller investors buying here. There's so much hype. There's so much chatter on the news out there about commodities and how inflation is here to stay. And so they're buying into it. And the reason you're not seeing this break to the upside and bust right through is because there's individuals or there's players that are selling into that.
So what he's saying there is extremely true. Oftentimes these giant hedge funds or banks will absolutely use media reports to their advantage. So the big thing that I've learned is that any time, for the most part, that you feel the urge to make a trade based off what the news is saying, that's often an instinct that you want to avoid, because by the time the news is talking something up, it's often the end of the road for it. That's actually the primary reason that I watch CNBC, because I think it's garbage information, but I think it's a good indicator for when the peak of something is in.